Good day, everyone. I am Ravian Lapis, and today I'm going to talk about dialectical tradition or dialectic. So, in this topic, I'm going to discuss these two philosophers that contribute their ideas and understanding what is dialectic. So, first, let us know what is dialectic. Dialectic is a formal structure of reality. The dialectic is the essence of everything that exists. So, let's talk about the first philosopher, which is Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant has these two structure or these two ideas that explain what is dialectic. And this is the pure reason and the syllogism. So for pure reason, it is used to describe pure reasons necessary but temporarily reliance on oneself contradictory ideas. And then the syllogism is the the syllogism in which there are no empirical premises as it proceeds to greater certainty. And then let's proceed to the second philosopher, which is Hegel. So, and Hegel believes that the dialectical tradition has this connection on the development of the subjectivity and the world history. Both the development of subjectivity and self-knowledge and the development of the world history are governed by dialectic between conflicting contradictory expression and of mind and spirit. So what it is mean the theory of Hegel or the ideas of Hegel told us that dialectic helps us to see the truth, but behind the truth we have this subjectivity in which we choose what to believe or what we want to see. And the world history means that we have such evidence to prove that there is that certainty that exactly happening. In Hegelian's philosophy, any stages of development is characterized by the following. First, a tension between conflicting forces, famous between interests of masters and slaves, and which will be resolved as new synthesis is achieved. The synthesis will in turn generate the new internal contradiction and then further to resolution. And then we'll proceed to enlightenment. Enlightenment was a broad trend within European philosophy. Philosophy of the 17th and 18th century are also known as the Age of Reasons. Enlightenment philosophy is critical in all forms of traditional authority, and particularly of those associated with religion and tradition, rather feudalism. So, in this chapter, we'll also talk about the Immanuel Kant again for his idea about what is enlightenment. But before we'll proceed to Immanuel Kant, let us define what is enlightenment. Enlightenment is also seek to replace fear and superstition with the consent and truth and looks forward to the establishment of a social order based on the reason and the natural law. So, for Immanuel Kant, as man's emerge from a self-incurred immaturity, or what it is all about. But superiority make a connection for us to better understand what is the statement is all about, and that is to have courage to use your own understanding. Because for him, enlightenment was described as a linear process that would finally free human beings from their superstitious and tyranny rather of their self-inquired immaturity, would reveal the existence of rational humanity capable of infinite perfectivity, because nothing is special or nothing is perfect. And for Enlightenment philosophy, history is a progressive process of development and protection driven by reason. Again, reason. So, it has a connection to this utopian rationalism. So, in this utopian rationalism, we have these two philosophers again. It is Theodore Adorno and Max Horkheimer. Or I don't know how to pronounce, sorry. So, these two made a connection or have the same ideas about utopian rationalism, and that is as a dialectic of contradictory tendencies of reason. And utopian rationalism did not escape fierce criticism from contemporary thinkers. Most significant critics of this utopian rationalism were the German philosophers, or these two philosophers here, Theodor Adorno and Max Horkheimer. And reasons that does not free human beings from superstition, but it also established itself as a court against there is no appeal. There is only one objectivity that is considered legitimate, and that is the transformation of world into an object that can be subjugated and manipulated. Reason, or the dialectic enlightenment, generates into instrumental reasons, governed by solemnly by the logic and ends and it means, which is supposed to liberate human beings from immaturity of all forms of opposition, has also created an affirmated system which does not obey rational principles, and the power that the system destroy the reasons. These two philosophers' concept of dialectic of enlightenment is also characterized by the idea of reason's increased power over nature, which leads to alienation from the natural world, reduced to being no more than a collection of resources to be exploited. Instead of liberating human being from immaturity and all forms of oppression, the Enlightenment has become the form of totalitarianism, which established a tyranny of instrumental reasons. That's all about my topic, dialectical tradition under its obligation. Thank you.